Welcome back to another video on progress and productivity. This video's tip is all about time blocking, which is another strategy that's being talked about a lot right now in our community. Time blocking, by definition, means that you have certain blocks of time allotted for certain things in your day. Maybe you have a time block for a project that you want to work on, a time block for some meetings, a time block for client work, a time block for teaching. Just depending on what you have going on, you'd have different time blocks throughout the day. So for entrepreneurs or self-made business owners, which tend to be the people that I work with as a mental health therapist and burnout consultant, time blocking can be one strategy in their toolkit to getting things done and creating the momentum that they're looking for. So maybe you start with a time block because you have writing that you want to do. I know a question I get a lot is, how do you find time to write books amidst everything that I do as a serial entrepreneur? And part of that is time blocking. So although there's lots of different suggestions of how blocking can look, one thing that is important to emphasize, no matter which one you subscribe to, is having blocks for breaks. You need to have a time block for lunch, a time block for mental shifts between roles. And a lot of people forget about that when they craft their calendar. Maybe they move right from a 2 hour time block of writing into 2 hours of meetings. But what we forget is that there actually is needed energy and space to shift from one hat that we're wearing to another. So whether you're writing, moving into meetings, or seeing clients, moving into consulting, or anything that requires a shift in your mental capacity to focus on that next thing, we also need to create some space and time for that. So this could be something as simple as making sure you have 5, 10, 15 minutes between meetings, or making sure you have a lunch after 2 heavy hours of something that requires intense focus. But when you're time blocking, don't forget to block out times for breaks. We need this for adjusting to mental fatigue, to shift gears, to change hats. We also need this to make sure we have a chance to breathe, to take a bathroom break, to eat something. So I hope that if you decide to try time blocking, that you also experiment with blocks where there is a transition period. In my calendar, I call it transition or transit sometimes because I'm driving literally from one thing to another. And so, because a lot of us are doing things on telehealth now, maybe it is about having a 5, 10, 15-minute transition period between the things that you're doing so that you can ground yourself in what you're next approaching or what you're next about to talk about or work on in ways that feel effective and support your momentum. So that's our tip for this video is time blocking, but also factoring not just time blocking for the activities or tasks, also making sure there is time blocked out for lunch, self-care, rest, and transition between the tasks that you have each day. I'll see you in another video.